Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you all? I guess everyone is cool. If you can hear me, let me know. I mean, if there is any problem, background noise or something like that, just let me know that before starting everything. I just need to make sure that you guys can perfectly hear me. Hey, JB, thank you, ma'am. Sharada, thank you so much. So, today is Tuesday, a very nice day to trade. Yeah, we'll talk about the price action after a bit. Said, if you have any problem with, according or about the prop firm, please ask to the main room. I hope that someone will help you because I'm not an expert of all of these things. I'm not like other people. Like I can give you any kind of solution about prop firm or everything. No, I don't know that. I only know about this price action. That's all. I have all of this affiliate, but that doesn't mean that I have all of the information. Sorry to say, I should not say like this way, but it's true. I'm not an expert about the prop firm or about the rules, about the regulations, how to trade, anything. I'm not an expert. So if you have any question, as you are with us in our Discord, ask in the main room. I think we have moderator Tamimi, AFX, Outlander, Gupta. They will be able to help you. In the meantime, guys, if someone asks any question in the comment box and you know the answer, try to help them. I'm not an expert again. So I'm a noob about everything except this chart. I'm a noob. I have no idea about anything. All I can do is I can come here, start the streaming, and then read the price. That's the only thing I can. Otherwise, I really am a noob. Hey Dolfo, how are you, brother? Dolfo, I don't see your comment now these days. Why is that? Hey Khalid, thanks for confirming that you can hear me. I'd love to wait a little bit until 8:55, then we'll start to talk about the price action. Hey Alex, love you man. Hey Morad. Morad, stop doing analysis outside of the session. You're doing great, brother. But stop doing analysis or expecting price action, predicting price action outside of the session. Stop doing it. It will ruin you. It will hurt you. Right? For example, I'm now struggling to be disciplined again because I was outside of the discipline for near about 1 year last year. So I'm struggling to be disciplined again. It all matters. Don't do analysis outside of the session. Even don't predict anything. Just watch the market. Just watch the market. Don't mark any order block, fair value gap, nothing. Liquidity, nothing. When market is outside of the session. Walaikum salam al Mahmudi. How are you, brother? Hey, Stacks, thank you so much, brother. Yeah, side, you can see that Stacks give you the reply. It means that if your goal is $3,000, then you cannot make 40% of $3,000 in 1 day, or else you will lose the account. So you have to make sure that you understand this perfectly. If you have some confusion, ask again, and I hope that someone will help you. I'm good, brother. Yesterday was bank holiday in my country. Oh, okay. No charts as I spent time with family. That's cool, man. Sometimes taking break is the best case of scenario. For example, I told that this 2025 I am not going to trade whole 5 days. I will leave 1 day go, and I believe that this 1 day is gonna be today. So far, I'm feeling like that way. But we'll see if the price action is better after the PMI. Maybe you will be able to trade. Otherwise, until now, the way price is reacting, it's really horrible. At least I'm not able to trade in this market. I'm not able to trade in this market until now, at least. But we'll see after PMI how it is going to react. We'll see all of these things. Would love to wait 3 more minutes so that other people can join, and then we'll start to talk about the price action. We have the time until 9:30, so no rush. It's too cold over here. At the same time, guys, don't forget, whoever, if any of you are new here, on the left here, you can see here 100 tick tick 100k tick tick trader direct funding giveaway on Thursday. Actually, it should be in Friday because Thursday is the bank holiday. So I will make it Friday. Yeah, it will be in Friday, not Thursday, because Thursday is bank holiday. I am not going to be here as it is holiday. Just you have to do what you have to do to join this draw. You have to join our Discord, and then you'll be able to join to the draw. If you can be the winner, you will get a direct fund. That means you don't need to complete the challenge or anything. All you have to do, you have to make the money from that account, and make sure that you are going to make the money. I don't want to waste an account if you don't know how to trade. I hope that whoever is gonna be the winner, he's gonna make the first payout at least. By the way, guys, why everyone is quiet? How was yesterday when I was talking that, brother, if I'm looking for sell, I will keep looking for sell even if my direction is wrong? How was that yesterday PM? I mean, how market fall? Even ICT has uploaded a video over here, whatever he told, and the way I read the market yesterday, just match them. Okay, match both of them. How he explained the yesterday's price action and how I explained yesterday's price action. What was the difference between me and ICT yesterday? Okay, please watch over there. Hey, Hafiz, it's been a long, brother. How are you? Walaikum salam, by the way. Everything is good, man. I'm going back maybe end of February or 1st of March. End of February, 1st of March, depending on the flight. I'll go back. Hey, SK, thanks for the penguin, man. Hey, DB, how are you, brother? So, okay. Walaikum salam, Murshad, RVP. Hey, Stux Tito, you are Indian ICT to me, brother. I'm not Indian, by the way, Stux. I'm not Indian. I'm from Bangladesh, and it's a different country. We are not Indian. We are Bangladeshi. Like Pakistani people, uh, Indian people, Sri Lankan people, Nepali people, Bangladeshi people, all of them are different. We are the different country. But thank you so much, man. So here is the Nasdaq monthly chart. Let me make it full clear. This is the TradeOvate account. So I would love to trade the 150k Apex account. This is the monthly chart. That is the week 50%. I in my weekly analysis video, I told that I want to see that market will reach until this line at least. Until market doesn't reach until that line or very near to that line. It doesn't need to tap to this line. This is the 50% of that week. It doesn't need to tap to that line. At least it will reach until that line or very near to that line. Then I will start to think about buy or sell. If market close above this 50%, this is the monthly candle. This is going to close around 31st of January. Forget about 1 minute chart, 15-minute chart, hourly chart, daily chart. Forget about everything. Think about this monthly chart. You are going to execute your trade, or you are going to look for your direction from the monthly chart. Okay, there is no lower time frame. Forget about everything. Listen to me carefully. This is the monthly candle. If this candle close above that constant encroachment, I'll start to think about that all-time high. There is no nothing called fake breakout of the week 50%. There is nothing called. Sometimes shit happens. That means market will close above there, then it will fall. It happens sometimes. Nothing is 100% sure. But so far, as usual or generally, if market close above the 50% of that specific week, which has taken all the liquidity, traded a fair value gap. That week 50% is important to me. Something like that week 50% was important to me. When it has closed above the 50% of that week, it has taken that high. Same thing here. If it can close above the 50% of that week, it will go for that high. That will be my interest, or that will be my target, my direction. 31st of January is going to make sure that is it going to break that 50% or is it going to respect that 50%. But so far our initial target has been matched. That means according to our weekly analysis, we are thinking that market will reach at least until this 50% of that week or very near to that week. It came here. Now I would start to look for sell. That means I want to see that market will fall again. Where can it fall? This is relatively equal lows or very clean lows. Here I want to see that it will go for that clean lows over there. In the meantime, don't forget that we are trading in the lower probable area. That means January is the opening of the yearly candle. So this month until 1st February 2025, this is the lowest probable area. You can blow your account. You can simply take lot of losing trade on after day. I mean day after day, day after day. You can take a lot of losing trade. So even if you blow the account, don't think that you don't know how to trade. It's big. It's because this is not the area where we should trade. January month is very difficult to trade because this is the opening of the yearly candle. So keep that in your mind. And if you take some losing days, don't think that you don't know how to trade. You know how to trade, but market is not good right now. So keep like that way. When it reaches over here, my interest to see that can it start to fall. That means this candle from it is going to close around 31st of January. I don't want to see that it is going to close above the 50% of that week. Why is that? Because I want to see this high will be intact. That is going to be the all-time high. And I want to see this will be intact. And market will start to look for this relatively equal lows from monthly chart. That is going to be my whole target right now. Let me go to the weekly chart. So this is the weekly chart. Here our intention to see that can market reach above that high and the 50% of that specific week. Now why is that weak? Because this is immediate rebalance. If you don't understand how to mark that on, you don't need to think about this one. I'm just going to go for that. That is that 50% market failed to reach until the 50% of that immediate rebalance week. This is a good sign because market failed even to trade the 50%. That means market is still heavy. Okay, but this bullish fair value gap is holding the price. So obviously market can keep going higher. So we are in a situation where we are in, it is in buy run, it can be sell run. We have to wait for the next signature. Until then, this is low probability. And when we are going to get the next signature, 2nd February 2025, around that time we will get our next signature. Is market really would love to go for that all-time high, or is it going to fall for that relatively equal lows over there? And then for this relatively equal lows, see this clean lows here, this low and that low, very clean lows. Can it fall for that? So we have to wait until that area. So far it failed to reach until this 50% of that week. At the same time, it has traded the order block. This is the order block, and if you mark the open of that order block, you will see that market tapped to this order block opening. I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but I guess it has traded. Oh, okay. It has failed to trade that opening for a little, but it's okay. Still, this whole area is the order block from this low to this open and the mean threshold. This is the order block, which is the highest up close body close candle. It has traded that order block. Can it fall now? That is my intention to see. Can it start to fall now from weekly chart? But in my mind, this bullish fair value gap is holding the price. That is also in my mind. That means if market go higher, closed above maybe this 50% or maybe above the mean threshold of that order block, I'll start to think about that all-time high even before closing this monthly candle above this week 50%. From weekly chart, I'll start to think about that all-time high. So now you don't think about daily chart. You will think only weekly chart and monthly chart. What is happening in these two chart? Weekly chart, if it break those areas, I will start to think about that all-time high. From monthly chart, that week 50% will predict that that's gonna be broken. Okay, that's gonna be broken. We are going to predict like that way. Now I will add the daily chart over here. Now Remember, all of this time frame doesn't exist. All you are going to think monthly, weekly, and daily chart. So from monthly, weekly, and daily chart, what we can see over here. Market went here. This is that all-time high. Trade that order block. Don't think this is the order block. This is the highest up close body close candle. The way I marked the uh, weekly order block, this is the same kind of order block. But in other word, this is that run which has traded this fair value gap after the market structure shift. This is the market structure shift. Market has traded this fair value gap. Then this is the highest up close body close candle, which is the order block. Open mean threshold of that order block. Yesterday market trade until the mean threshold tick by tick. Perfectly it has traded the mean threshold of that order block. After trading this order block, I want to see that it will give me an unfilled fair value gap over here around this area. That means today, if it is possible, the market will fall in a in a in a big volume. It will fall, and the day the day after not the day after, tomorrow market will make a fair value gap over here. So what I'm thinking, something like this. Maybe it can go little higher first, then sorry. Uh, Maybe it will go little higher. We can do little higher one more time. After that, market will fall today. Today is gonna be a big fall. Then tomorrow, market will trade until this area. There will be a gap. Thursday is holiday. Friday in NFP, market will go maybe little higher of that fair value gap. That will be, I will expect that is gonna be the unfilled. After trading that, by using NFP, market will take this relatively equal lows. This low, that low, that low. They are going to be taken by NFP. This is my whole planning for these 3 days. Now, what else can happen? Maybe market will make a bullish fair value gap over here. Tomorrow market will trade this bullish fair value gap and it will close over there. For example, tomorrow it will close around this area. So what I am going to think about that NFP. In NFP, I will start to think that market will trade any kind of area here, then it will go for that all-time high. So my whole selling will be changed. My whole weekly analysis will be reversed, and I will start to think about that all-time high until market is respecting all of this area. Week, monthly, week 50%. Here, let me put it over there. Okay, monthly, week 50%. Weekly order block has been traded here. Daily last fair value gap as well as the order block mean threshold has been traded over there. So all of this area is holding the price around this area. I want to see it will fall for this relatively equal lows and it will go for that relatively equal lows. That is my expectation. If it provide me that, I'll go for that trade. If it doesn't provide me that, I will stay, maybe I will stay outline. I don't know. Let's go to hourly chart. So this is the hourly chart over here. This is the hourly last fair value gap. Now if you go to the E-mini S&P hourly chart, this is that same last fair value gap from the E-mini Nasdaq. So it has traded that last fair value gap in E-mini S&P, but Nasdaq, it failed to trade little bit of that last fair value gap. So what else can happen today? It can go for that fair value gap today, and then it can start to fall. I don't know, and I'm also not expecting that is going to happen. I want to see this will be unfilled, or if it doesn't trade that on, that is the best case of scenario, because I want to see it will work as a breakaway gap. That means market will never trade that on. Even if it trade a little bit lower, like yesterday, if it could tap to this low, it will be absolutely, it will be acceptable like that way. When it tapped to this last fair value gap, it just tapped to the low of this last fair value gap and then it started to fall. Still, it is working as a breakaway gap. I really love to see like this type of scenario here as well. I really don't want to see that it will work with this fair value gap, which is the last fair value gap from the hourly chart. All I need a breakaway gap over there. Why is that? Because this is the hourly last fair value gap around this area where market has perfectly traded the constant crossment, went lower, tapped to this low, then fall. When it perfectly worked with this hourly gap and this last gap is holding the price, I want to see all the liquidity will be taken. Now here, the liquidity is actually here. This low, that low, that low. They are the relatively equal lows. I want to see they will be taken. If and only if market can go through this fair value gap, maybe I'll start to think about the top of this hourly gap. Maybe, I'm not sure. Even if it started to do that, maybe I won't participate in this price run. I don't know, but we'll see how it is going to trade or around that area. So far, I don't want to see that market will reach here. That means this high should not be taken. I don't want to see this high is going to be taken. It will be untaken. But if it would love to go higher one more time to tap to this low, it is also acceptable. Working with the, measure portion of this gap should be unfilled. Measure portion, not 50%. Measure that maximum go for the lower quadrant, acceptable, but not until the 50%. Best case of scenario, it will tap to this gap, which is some kind of last gap, as well as it is connected with the order block, which has traded this entry gap over here, 15 minute, hourly chart. It can trade the low. Here is the low of that order block. This is the open, most sensitive area. So let me actually mark a line over there so that we can remember later. This is the hourly order block, most sensitive line. Okay, so and let me make it. If it reverses from that area, that is the best case of scenario, that it tapped to this order block, traded this last parallel gap from this specific leg, then fall for all of this liquidity. See this liquidity, how beautifully it is supporting this price. Let me mark this support zone here. Look at this support zone. Whenever market came here, it has respected. So everyone is going to believe that this is triple bottom and it is a very secured zone. If market come here, I'll take the buy. Next market already, whoever took the sell around this area, they have put their stop loss above that high. So if market can go higher, take that stop loss. All the sellers are out of this market, but the buyers are in the market. The buyers can be profitable if it can go above that high. So I really don't want to see it will go above that high. Instead of that, it will go above that high, trade that order block opening, maximum opening, or the min threshold we will see later. Then it will fall again and it will go for this support zone. I'm going to remove this box, but you can keep it, or you can make a line over here. The way you want to do it, it's up to you. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. So here is the 15-minute chart, and from the 15-minute chart, let me go to the regular trading hour. So here was the opening gap from there to there. That was the opening gap. Yesterday market reached until this area, so I put the opening gap from here to here. So still this area of this gap needs some delivery. I told that I want to see this gap will work as a breakaway gap. That means market is not going to fill this gap 100%. As you can see, it has traded the lower quadrant. If you mark from here to here, and then divide it by the quadrant level, you will see that market has been respected with the lower quadrant of this opening gap, the full opening gap. After respecting from the lower quadrant, it has fallen perfectly. It has fallen over there. I really would love to see it will be open like that way, and it is not going to react over here, at least before taking those sell side liquidity. Before taking this sell side liquidity, I don't want to see that market is going to fully filled this opening gap. This is the opening gap from yesterday, from there to there. That is the opening gap. Market has provided lower quadrant level, sorry, upper quadrant level. So I just keep it the untraded area with a white box. So you can see here opening gap is written, and there is the opening gap. So this two gap is the opening gap. Don't get confused by those. It's a little confusing, but don't get confused, please. Over here, if you can see this low, that low, that low, that low, all of them are relatively equal lows over here. Yesterday, these two lows are was my target yesterday. Okay, so when market was going higher, I was thinking that no brother, I'm not interested to look for buy because I don't know where the market is going to stop. So when I don't know where the market is going to stop, I'm just not interested to take the buy. Instead of that, I would love to look for sell, and I believe that market is going to take that relatively equal lows. Now you can say that brother, you are absolutely wrong because market didn't take that sell side liquidity yesterday. In that type of situation, I have a counter logic. What did I say? Never ever hold your trade for the extreme liquidity, because what can happen, market will go very near to that liquidity, then it will reverse to make it strongest liquidity. What happened yesterday, you can clearly see that market came very near to that sell side liquidity. This is that yesterday's, okay, from the, what is that time, 11:15. From 11:15 market started to fall. The way it has fallen, to be honest, it was untradable for me, because there was just one entry around the the lunch hour. So around the lunch hour, I don't trade, so I actually did the paper trade, and I showed you the execution, just the execution screenshot, where Exactly, I'll show that when I'll be in 1 minute chart. But right now, this is that 15-minute bearish gap to that specific leg. There is another gap. Where was that? Where was that? Where was that? Okay, I don't think so. There is another gap. No, there is no other gap. So this is the only 15-minute bearish gap. I don't want to see that body close above the 50% of that 15-minute bearish gap, because if this market would love to fall, it should leave this fair value gap open. I mean, open means body should work with the lower portion of this gap. Wick can go little higher. Now this is that order block from the hourly chart. Don't get confused by that line. I'm just not going to write anything, but if you want, you can write down that this is the order block opening from the hourly chart. So hourly order block opening. So it can, what else can happen? It can reach until this 15-minute gap, maybe low or maybe to the constant encroachment. Then it will start to fall for this sell side liquidity. Look at this relatively equal lows, this low and that low, which are around the midnight open. So market open here, went little lower, now it is going higher, come back again one time below this midnight open, two more time below this new midnight open, then it is going higher. Took all of this buy side liquidity here. That was my buy side liquidity. I was trying to take an entry, but I was failed. Then sorry, this is the high right now. That was the high, extreme high, which has been taken over here. I want to see that after taking the liquidity, it needs a resting place, and this is the resting place. If it reverses from there, it is also logical, because from hourly chart it has already traded this last gap over here. Okay, because why hourly chart, brother? How do I know that when I should use the hourly chart and when I should use the 15-minute chart? Now look at this 15-minute candles, how it has been traded over there. Which one is clear to you? This 15-minute chart is clear to you, or this hourly chart is clear to you? One gap, two gap. Which one is clear to you? If you think that hourly chart is clear to you, comparing with this 15-minute chart, because there is lot of fair value gap, or maybe lot of weeks, like this type of weeks, lot of weeks, then you can use the hourly gap. So either way, I really would love to see that it will tap at least to the low of this 15-minute at least, okay, but maximum it can reach to this opening or the min threshold, that means 50%. From there to there, the 50% of that hourly order block before falling. All of the sell side liquidity is my interest. For here, sell side liquidity, I just marked it here. From 1 minute chart, there is another sell side liquidity area, okay, and this clean sell side liquidity from 15-minute chart. So if you ask me what is your bias today, I want to see that market will go for those sell side liquidity. Now, if market keep going higher, what I will do? Just nothing. Why? Is because I have the sell side liquidity. Now, it came here, maybe take that buy side liquidity by one tick, and now it started to fall for the sell side liquidity. Are you willing to take that sell? No, sir, I'm not willing to take that sell. Why is that? Because from 15-minute chart, I can see this is a shallow run, and market, if market really would love to keep falling for this sell side liquidity and then that sell side liquidity, which is my expectation by NFP, this is my expectation, it doesn't need to leave the obvious liquidity over there. So I want to see that it will perfectly take the liquidity over there, this side, that side, relatively equal highs, no other liquidity over there. From buy side, there's no other liquidity. I want to see that it will be taken, market will reach to this resting place, and then it will start to fall. If it doesn't happen, I'm not going to trade. Until it doesn't happen, I'll keep looking for buying opportunity. That means, for example, it will leave like this way, then it will come to this fair value gap. I'll start to think about the buying opportunity until this 15-minute gap. It doesn't need to reach over here, it can keep falling. So if it doesn't do that, instead of that, if it went through this bullish gap, I'll start to think about this sell side liquidity. That means market has done its job over there and traded the hourly gap. Now it is falling. Actually, the liquidity has been taken over here by a shallow run, and now it is going for this sell side liquidity, maybe that sell side liquidity, and finally that sell side liquidity. So this is the situation. I'm trying to explain the situation, how I'm going to predict my direction. I believe that it's very easy to understand, except my pronunciation accent and the fast talking. Except that, it's very clear explanation. Try to believe me. Like yesterday when market was going higher, what did I say? If you are trying to learn something from here, believe me 100% blindly. You have to believe me. If you don't believe me, you will never get the direction right. Because when I'm looking for sell, you are seeing that, because I'm in the morning session, right? I'm in the morning session. What did I say? After the big run around the midnight, morning session can be choppy. So it seems like a very bull run from 15-minute chart, but from 1 minute chart, you will see a very choppy price action over there. And then finally, the whole morning session market chopped, and then market just keep falling whole day. Market was keep falling until this area, exactly to that area. What is the time? Can you see the time when this candle has closed? 2:44. That is the candle close. After a big run, look at the time, 2:44. What did I tell you about the 2:40? Around 2:40. What should you expect? Around 2:40. What did I tell you? Keep that in your mind and think, take your decision, and why that reversal, when that reversal has happened over there. Just think about that. When and how it happened. By the way, there was a buying opportunity. It was very nice buy. I didn't take it because I already took two losses yesterday, so I was not able to take the sell here. There was a very nice sell around this area, and then a very nice buy. Both of them I didn't take. Whatever. So this is how I'm expecting and market will work. If it doesn't work like that way, I'm not going to trade. And when I was looking for sell and you are seeing that market is going higher, some of you keep saying that this is a buy, this is a buy, this is a buy. No, sir, I'm not trading like that way. If my bias is bearish, even if I'm wrong, I'm not going to take the buy. I will keep waiting for that run. If it provide me that run, and if I get any opportunity to take entry over there, I'll go for that trade. All of this buy, I'll let it go. In the meantime, every single time, whenever it will reach in a certain level, for example, that week 50%, or maybe that, remember the what to say, I mean this opening gap low, there was the opening gap low. Whenever it reached over there, I started to look for sell. It didn't provide not even a single sell opportunity yesterday. It's okay, I didn't take any entry. If I was able to trade around the PM session, I'll be profitable, whatever. So this is how I am saying that, believe me blindly. Sorry, sir, to say like that way. And you can say that, no, we are not going to do that. Whoever doesn't want to do that, you are welcome, brother. You don't need to do that. But I will request you, if you really would love to know about what to say, I mean this direction things. How did I know that market is going to do that? If you really would love to make this much more confident, or if you want to be more confident, you have to believe me blindly. There is no other way. So this is my whole plan from here. And if I go to the 1 minute chart, from 1 minute chart, if you remember these two lows, which was clean lows yesterday, and I told that market never leave this type of clean lows. So I tried to frame a setup from this gap over here, which was inside the lunch hour. That is why it's not acceptable. But that was a selling opportunity from here. Why is that? Market went higher, take all of this buy side liquidity, fall dramatically. Here was the fair value gap around this area. That was the breakaway gap. I was not able to take the entry from there because I was not thinking. I can't frame the sell over here, and my stop loss is going to cover that breakaway gap. It's going to be a huge stop loss. You can see here. Oh, okay, it was not huge. Why I didn't take that on? I forgot why I didn't. I thought it was a huge stop loss. That is why I didn't. Maybe. Oh yeah, it is huge stop loss because the volatility was small and I was trading the apex. I was thinking that if I target this low and market fall like 30 handle, then it reverse, I could get stopped out and I can get a huge drawdown. That is why it was huge stop loss for me. So when market fall one more time, that was the order block. I was believing this order block with this fair value gap. So my frame sell setup was depending all of this area. Obviously it was the paper trade because it was the lunch hour. From that area to until this clean lows from 1 minute chart. Market never leave that clean lows over here around this area. Market has provided that sell side liquidity delivered, but it was all in the PMC. And then the way market traded here around this area, except all of this area was really so difficult for me to trade. Finally, I found this opportunity around this area where market has taken one more time liquidity. This area, one more time liquidity. I was expecting the reversal around 240. So before 240, I wanted to see that market is going to fall and take that clean lows here around that area. It's very clean lows and the last gap over there. Market went higher, take the liquidity, market structure shift, fair value gap or breaker block or whatever you want to use over there. That is the entry. Partial should be here to this last fair value gap. trade should be closed below this area. Then market came here, cleared all of this liquidity, went higher again, gave you the market structure shift, entry gap or the only gap. If you want to use this one, this is the entry gap, this is the breakaway gap. Tap to this entry gap, went higher. These relatively equal highs, which are also very clean around that area, market has taken that on. All of these things happens outside of the session. So all of this fall was untradable for me. I was not able to trade all of this fall. But here, that was the only sell I could take yesterday, and then the buy here, but which was almost, you know. So we have PMI around 9, around 10, I guess. So we'll see. So right now, you know what is happening, what is going to. I was actually observing all of this area. So let me remove all of these things. Whatever I will do now, you know that. For example, it is falling from there. Am I going to take that sell? 100% no. Why is that? Remember what did I explain? Here, buy sell liquidity and 15-minute gap. That is in my mind. I'm thinking this market will go here first. Then if it wants to fall, I would love to participate in that fall. This is that gap. I want to see that it will tap to this gap. Then it will go over here. Do you understand why I'm thinking like that way? This is the idea. If it is a long range day around 240, you will expect the opposite run. Not always, most of the time. 240 means 1440 PM session. Good evening, brother from Nepal. Thank you, brother, for being here. All perfect. Thank you, Outlander. 240 reversal is 4 AM PM. I gave you the answer. Miguel, AM. What do you mean by AM? Brother, Bitcoin, please. I don't trade crypto, so I'm not going to Bitcoin, brother. I don't trade crypto. This sells a liquidity from here, from 15 meter. Okay, that is the buy side liquidity. So far, it's a shallow run. You can say one candle just go little above of that line. So this is still the buy side liquidity. I want to see that it will take that buy side liquidity, trade this fair value gap, then it will start to fall for this sell side liquidity. We have PMI. Market can make the liquidity here. So we'll wait. Okay. So here it came here around this area. What else do you see? 15-minute gap. It came to this 15-minute gap. What is your expectation? What should be your expectation? This is a fall, right? This is a very nice market structure shift 22 IT model. Market has taken the liquidity. This is the market structure shift, entry gap, last gap. You are going to take the sell because you have the sell side liquidity over here. This is 22 IT model. And you took the sell here. It didn't work. You got stopped out. Oh man, this ICT concept is bullshit. It doesn't work because this was the perfect entry. Market take all the liquidity, give me a perfect market structure shift, immediate reaction to this fair value gap. I took the sell, but it's not working. Why it's not working? Because you missed something. Why it should fall? You missed something. Now maybe I'm thinking that this market will go higher first. Now what? It doesn't happen. What else happened? It actually respected this gap, started to fall. Okay, go for this sell side liquidity. What is going to happen? I have missed this entry. Am I really care about that? No, because I know why I was waiting for that buy run. Because I was waiting for that buy run, I didn't take this sell. Same thing, think like that way. This guy came here until this gap. Okay, this guy cleared all of this liquidity, trade this gap. Then this type of situation has been created. What I'm going to think? I'm not going to think anything else. That is my entry. I am going to take the entry to this entry gap and going to put my stop loss at least above the breakaway gap. So something like this here, or maybe around there. And just still that is 16 or something. I'm going to push my button, whatever it is happens. Even if it doesn't work, I'll go for that trade. If it take that liquidity, trade this area. So everything has finished here. Now I can fall. When it is not finished, it fall. That means it actually fall to take the liquidity. Liquidity has been taken. So what else I can see? Is there any buying opportunity? Like kind of market structure shift, fair value gap, or inversion fair value gap, or the breaker block, or anything like whatever your favorite model is. I'm going to take frame that buy setup. Why? Because I have the higher time frame. Parents are over there. This is that bullish fair value gap from 15 minute chart. It came to this bullish fair value gap. Now it should go for that buy side liquidity and then trade this area. So if I am able to trade here, I'll try to take a buy. For example, here I take the buy. Maybe my stop loss is below here, which is still 11 or 12 handle, something like that. And until this gap, okay, here, that is my buying opportunity instead of selling opportunity. Now, if I keep reading this price like this way, when one thing has done, for example, it trade here and then it fall and take this sell side liquidity, that means my trading is done, my job is done. Then whatever I will do, it's gonna be like gambling because I don't have any plan anymore. My plan is done. Okay. Hey, Indian Fashion Swing Boutique, how are you? Good morning, Archana. Guys, whatever I explained, is that clear? I need the feedback, okay? Otherwise, I need the feedback so that I can improve and I can understand that you guys are actually understanding whatever I'm explaining. Just don't listen and throw them from your head. Don't do that. Listen it, keep it in your mind. Why this 22 IT model, sell model is not going to work. Instead, why I'm preferring buying instead of selling. Why I prefer buy. Now, please don't take this entry. Okay, I'm just showing you this is why or this is how I'm thinking. It's not an entry idea. It's not, you're not going to take this entry. Why? Because the time is not aligned with the market right now. So I'm not allowed to take this entry. So I'm not going to take this entry like yesterday. Remember before the 9:30 open, we outlined a buy opportunity. This is the same kind of situation over here. Okay. Hey, SMC trader, how are you, brother? Archana, thank you. Super clear, man. Thank you so much. GN, thank you. Yes, to make sense, bro. I think today can be a easy day if we don't overcomplicate overcomplicate it. Until now, it's difficult market for me. Until now, as I told, I would love to wait until the PMI news. Then I will take my decision. Until now, if you ask me, it is super difficult for me to trade. All of these areas just look seek and destroy mode. All of this is seek and destroy mode. All of this area is seek and destroy mode. Actually, not from there, the London session. Just seek and destroy, seek and destroy, seek and destroy. Look, where did it go? Okay. Just think like that way. Well, the opening gap is very small. This is the opening gap actually. Market has taken that buy side liquidity. Where did it tap? Is that understandable, brother? Perfect. Thank you. Al Mahmoud, clear. Hey, X-Men trading. I think it's Akshay. Clear was okay. I think it's Akshay, if I'm not wrong. Your explanation is more than enough to understand. Thank you so much, brother. Sharada, clear. Thank you. I want to learn SMC. I think this channel is very good for learning. You can try, brother. I don't know. We have news around 10. Okay, so keep that in your mind. No rush. This is the opening gap. Market has perfectly traded through that opening gap. So it has provided sell delivery, buy delivery. Both of them has been delivered over there. I will go for the first fair value gap, first presented fair value gap entry if and only if my stop loss cover 20 handle to that to that candle, which is going to make the first presented gap. If it happens, I'll go for that first presented gap entry. If it doesn't happen, then I will just outline it. If around the whole morning session, if I don't find any setup, I am not going to push the button. If I want to push the button, for example, I didn't find any setup and I'm not feeling good to trade here, I'll switch to paper trade, then I'll trade. Otherwise, until now, the price action, I'm not able to trade in this market until now. But let's see how it is going to react after the PMI. For being disciplined, moral, it's, to be honest, it's too difficult for me right now because I was not disciplined for near about 1 year. Now it's really so difficult for me not to push the button. I'm still struggling with that. I don't know how long I will be able to do that. Even if, like, I am planning to be disciplined again, so I will try my level best to be disciplined again. But it's really so difficult, so difficult. What you are seeing, market went higher to this those liquidity has been taken, trade that fair value gap. Now market is falling. Where it can fall, this sell side liquidity, then that sell side liquidity, then this sell side liquidity. But in the meantime, if it can provide us some entry opportunity, we'll see that. And I'll look for the first presented gap after 9:30. Until now, I didn't find it. If and only if my stop loss is going to cover the, I mean, if my stop loss support, then I'll go for that trade. Otherwise, I'm not interested to take the first presented gap entry. Now, when I'll push the sell limit, in the meantime, if it close this trade, I mean, fair value gap, I have nothing to do. Okay, let's see if it can reach until this area, then can take me or not. Okay, so this is the first presented gap, which is from there, according to me. This is the first presented gap. According to me, I can't take the entry from here. The reason is stop loss gonna be, yeah, I would love to put it over there. So let's see if it can provide me or not. Before taking this sell side liquidity, I wanna see that it will take me. Look at this 15-minute chart, guys. How beautiful this chart is, right? This is the candle right now, and that was the candle for how long? Like, compare this candle with all of this candle. This is the sign of that January. Sometimes shit happens. Yeah. This is the first presented fair value gap according to me. So please don't get confused. This is because this is at least 5 handle, more than 5 handle, but I need at least 5 handle. So my stop loss covered the fair, that candle has made this fair value gap. Just above there, small gap. So stop loss just put one tick above that gap. I don't trade crypto. I don't trade crypto. Okay. What else can happen? It can tap to this area. Tap to this low of this first presented gap. Then it can provide me 25 handle. It is also possible. If it happens, I'll just miss this trade. That's all. So far, this is the shallow run here. This low has been taken here with a shallow run. Still, this sell side liquidity is valid. I wish that it will take me. If it doesn't take me, it's okay. Then we'll wait for the PMI. And I am not going to take this first presented gap if it is near, after 944. This is the midnight open here. This is the midnight open. This is the 8:30 open. When market is above those lines, it is in extreme premium. Now it is in discount. I'm going to remove this one, and just this plan didn't work because market didn't came here. So I just remove that idea from my mind. Now I will go for the PMI. I will wait for the PMI and then we'll see how it is going to react around the PMI. This sell side liquidity has taken. The next sell side level is here. Here. Those relatively equal lows around this area. That is the next sell side liquidity. And finally, this is the sell side liquidity from 15-minute chart. Yesterday clean lows. Remember, that is the extreme liquidity target. And this whole white box is the opening gap from yesterday. Like today, this is the opening gap. Very small, and it has already provided whatever I needed. I'm not going to take this entry anymore. I'll just outline it, and if it works or not, we'll see that. Just see that. Yeah. Like this. But not going to take this entry anymore. I only mark the first presented gap after 9:30 if it is 5 handle. If it is less than 5 handle, I don't mark it. So don't get confused, guys. That's why I write it down according to me. According to ICT, this is the first presented gap after 9:30. Now, that fall, the way I explained the price action over here, what did you learn around this area? Ask yourself, did you get anything here? Very important word. Do you really understand why market did this? What was the reason for doing that one? After taking the liquidity, it needs a resting place. That 15-minute gap was the resting place. Tap to this low, wanted to see that the lower portion body will close below that, 50% of that 15-minute gap, but it actually tapped to the low, then started to fall. Isn't it so beautiful? Then took this clean liquidity here. All of this clean liquidity has been taken. Perfect. Guys, don't forget to push the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if any of you are new. We're going to give a 100k tick tick trader direct funding account in Friday because Thursday is actually the holiday. So we'll give it. No need to do the challenge. You will get the direct funding if you win the account. And if you want to join to that draw, make sure that you have joined to our free Discord. You will get the link around this area. If you come here, this is the Discord link over there to the pin comment. Just click on that link, and not going to take that entry from first presented cap, just outlined it. So is it going to work or not? I want to see that. Target is 25 handle. Stop loss is going to cover the week has made this first presented gap valid. By the way, take profit trader, if you pass their challenge, you don't need to pay the activation fees, and they will give you back the whole money you are going to spend to buy the challenge account with your first payout. This offer is valid until 12th January, that means until Sunday. So if any of you are interested about take profit trader, where you will get the end of the day drawdown and you will get 40% discount, make sure that you have used the code T2 wizard. So this is the first time market tap to this first presented gap. I want to see that can it provide me 25 handle or not. I'm not interested to take this entry anymore, but I would love to just see can it provide me 25 handle before stopping me out. This is for my journal. I want to journal it for this whole year, how many times this first presented gap is going to work. Rules is simple. Stop loss is going to cover the high which has made this first presented gap. Entry will be there, target will be 25 handle. That is the rules for first presented gap. How many times it is going to work. This month so far it's not good. 2 loss, 1 win. So this is the 4th day. Let's see if it can work or not. Okay, actually the other rules is if it can close here, I should close the trade and then take the rebuy. But I'm not interested for the rebuy. Instead of that, I would love to hold it like this way. Can it provide me 25 handle for the first time? It tapped to this first presented gap. Okay, it didn't work today as well. 3 loss, 1 win so far this month. Yesterday was also stopped out because the week went little higher and stopped me out. Today also it didn't work. Perfect. 3 loss, 1 win. I will keep looking for this in a honest way, in a very honest way. And then I will take my decision, can I use this for forever or not. So let's do the perfect journal. This is today's opening gap, 9:30 open, 4:14 close. This is the opening gap. Came back again until the 50% of that opening gap. I don't want to see it will keep going higher. I want to see it will fall for the sell side liquidity. It came here around this area here and didn't make any liquidity. No, it has made this sell side liquidity much more stronger. So this is my sell side liquidity, which is my interest to see can it fall for that. As I told, this is not tradable for me, at least not until now. I'm not able to trade this market, at least not until now. Let's see how the PMI is going to provide us the price. If it provides us a good price, then maybe I'll be able to trade here. Otherwise, I won't push not even a single button over here. Simple logic. Moon, I have already told that brother, I'm not interested to mark that fair value gap. I'm only interested to mark the gap which is going to be at least 5 handle. At least 5 handle. So according to our rules, how can I use this gap now? As it didn't work like that way, I should think about this way. Can it work that way now? Now, I'm not going to think about this, or I'm not going to take any of this trade for this week, but that is where I was using this gap. So here, 25. Oh, okay. This time I will target 30 handle. Just observing, not taking the entry. It didn't work, provide me 25 handle this way. So I got stopped out. I would love to take re-entry. as an inverse way and look for 30 handle. Stop loss is going to cover the weak low. That is the way I would love to use this first presented gap, but I will only journal the first time, not the second time. So how many times the first time market is going to provide me winning trade or not? That is my intention to see. Market closed there, tap to this gap as an inversed way. Target is 30 handle. Not taking this entry, even if it works, I'm not taking this entry because it is after 9:44. We are very near to PMI, so I'd love to wait for the PMI. This time I'm not going to target 25 handle, which is here. Where is 25 handle? Here. This is 25 handle. I'm not interested to catch 25 handle. I would love to see can it provide me 30 handle, because here I got a loss. I need to cover that loss as well. Oh my God, it's India, busy until now I didn't push my button, so no trade until now. I'm waiting for PMI. After PMI I will take my decision. Until PMI we'll just observe the market. In the meantime, as we had the opportunity to use the first presented gap, so we are just outlining the trade from the first presented gap, not taking the entries. By the way, if any of you are already in a trade, let us know. What is your position now? Are you looking for buy or are you looking for sell? Or you are already in a sell or you are already in a buy? Just let us know. My stop loss is just below the candle which has made this gap. See this gap? This candle has made this gap. So when I took the sell, my stop loss was one tick above that high. When I tried to take the buy, my stop loss is one tick below that low. But I'm not observing the second entry. This whole year, I'll observe the first entry. How many times the first entry is going to work? If it works like 15 days out of 20 days, from February, I will push my button blindly every single day from this first presented gap for the first time, okay, not the second time, for the first time. If it works, at least 15 days out of 20 or 21 days. And this was our previous way. If we get stopped out here, when this candle closed one tick above that gap, even if your stop loss is over there, you will close the trade. You'll close it, you will take rebuy for 30 handle. Okay, short, long, 1 hour downside trend line, one need in long. Oh, okay, you are in long. That's cool. I also prefer long until 30 handle, then we'll see. Honestly, this down close candle will work as an order block now. That means this candle is not going to be broken before hitting that 30 handle. This should not be broken. There you go. There you go, little more, little more. This is that first presented fair value gap according to ICT. This is the first presented fair value gap according to me. And then you will decide which one you would love to use. I'm not taking this way this whole year. I'll go for the first time. But I have already told you how to use this first presented gap. If it doesn't work like that way, you will reverse it and you will go for 30 handle. There is your 30 handle. Why 30 handle, not 25 handle? Because you have taken some losses here. Maybe you took the sell here, you closed your trade maybe there when it closed there. So some loss over there. How many loss is there? 52, 64. Yeah. So 12 handle. You took a 12 handle loss. Then you will target 30 handle minus 12 handle. It's still 18 handle profit. This is how you are going. I mean, this is the first presented gap we used to use. But this year I will go just the first time. How many times? The first time it is going to work, not the re-entry. By the way, 30 handle, okay? Provided with 30 handle, then some kind of reaction. It's okay. Next time how much is the fit and close this. Remember, I'm not bullish. So even if you think that why this guy outlined that buy, I just showed you the first presented gap. But according to the price action, I'm bearish, not bullish. For example, I don't have the PMI, okay? Not PMI. What I would do when this candle will shift this low, there is a fair value gap. I'll take the sell from there. Target will be low. Stop loss is going to cover that order block open. But as I have the PMI news, I'm not going to push the button until 10 a.m. New York local time. Remember, no sell or entry is valid if you have an red folder news in front of you. No buying or selling is valid. No, I was saying that the first presented fair value gap that you drew should have been lower. Why should have been lower? This is the candle close. There is no volume balance as well. And this is the only gap which has provided me 5 handle. This gap is not 5 handle and there is no other gap. Is there any other gap? No, there is no other gap. So I think my first presented gap I marked in a right way. I don't think so. It's in a wrong way. I marked the first presented gap if the gap is at least 5 handle. It is 4 handle 3 tick. I'm not going to mark it. So as you can see, here is a gap, small gap. Let me show you this. This is the first presented gap according to ICT. Okay, here. This is the first presented gap according to ICT. I really don't know how to use this gap, so I don't use this gap. I don't use this gap. Okay? Now, if you find better opportunity from this gap, please go for that. I have no problem with that. I'm not saying any of you to use my one. I found some kind of precision from these rules. I'm going to use this one, not that one. But if you think it is much more good to you, go for that. See this market structure shift here. That is the market structure shift. Here is a fair value gap. If it can make a fair value gap over here, and just think, I don't have the news in front of me. Whatever fair value gap will be, that is the entry opportunity. For example, here, the stop loss is going to be covered. The candle has made this fair value gap. Here, target will be maybe this sell side liquidity, something like this. But as I have the news in front of me, I'm not interested to take this sell because of news. But we will outline see if it works or not. Market was above the 8:30 open, above the new, sorry, midnight open. It was in premium, fall, came to the discount again. Below this two line is the discount, above this line is the premium. Okay, and this is the sell side liquidity, which is my target. I'm not going to take this entry because I have the PMI news just in front of me after 1 minute, the PMI. That is why I'm not pushing this button. But if you think, go for this, this is the, I think, most okay, I'll go for this. It's not CPI, so not monster. If I get a loss, I'll get how much? Like 20 handle loss. This is the news candle. If it takes this sell side liquidity, yeah, I'm going to cancel the limit order. Before taking me, if it take the sell side liquidity, I'll cancel the limit order. Okay. Next candle is the PMI candle. So if market failed to take this liquidity by this candle or by the next candle, I'll try to take this one. Three, two, 1, 0. There you go. Oh, close it. I was trying to catch that one. I mean, if it could take me, I would go for that one, for this sell side liquidity. Okay. As it has taken this sell side liquidity first, I'm not interested to re-entry. I was taking this risk because this is not CPI. So even if I get a loss, I could get 20 handle loss. That was my plan. It didn't give me that. Okay. This is the next liquidity level, which is the extreme liquidity, which is my target for today. This liquidity is my target for today. So if it has been taken, what I'm going to think, my whole plan was market will go higher, take that liquidity, trade that gap, then it will frame a setup there, it will tap to this fair value gap, then it will go for this sell side liquidity. That was my whole plan. Now if it has already taken it by this way, what is going to be my next plan? Nothing, man. Simply nothing. I can't do anything over here. What else I can do is I can force the market. But do you really think this is a good idea to force the market? I don't think so. Mama, I really tried this one, but let me tell you something. Actually, I got a loss yesterday, though I told that I'm not going to take entry, but I tried one trade yesterday and I got a loss. So actually, what happened? How did I get this loss? I'm showing you this. No, just let me remove this one. Why it's not? Oh, okay, because of the market. Whatever. It was like when I limit order, my a price was over there. Okay, then what happened? It first come here, take this one. I don't know why, but it has first take that limit sell. Then it come here, very near here, and I just closed it. Just closed it. And there, I mean, it happened yesterday because there was a limit order and there was a sell limit or something like that, take profit or something. But it worked like that way. Why is that? I don't know. So I was very afraid of that. But it did, Mama, yesterday. That is why I was like very afraid. I don't know, is that some problem or not? I don't know. But it happened yesterday. Or I did something wrong or not. I don't know. That was the sell side liquidity. My plan was that the sell side liquidity will be taken. It has taken already. Now, what should I do now? I really don't know. I have next sell side liquidity is here. There is my next sell side liquidity. Is it willing to go for that sell side liquidity? But I have a lot of things over here. New week opening gap, new week opening gap, lot of things over there. What should I do now? Nothing. So I'll wait. This is falling knife. I'm not going to catch that falling knife. I want to see it will go some higher first, take some buy side liquidity. Then if it can fall for this sell side liquidity, which is my next target. I'm not bullish. Okay. Why I'm not bullish? Watch the first part of this stream. Everything will be cleared to all of you. It has perfectly worked the way we are thinking. It worked like that same way. Just there was no entry opportunity. Unfortunately, by the way. List in 15-minute last parallel gap. Let me check. Yep. Thank you, Jack. I want to see that this market will keep falling for this sell side liquidity. Okay. I want to see that. I don't want to see that it will go higher. Now, there is a problem actually. This is still a buy side liquidity around that area, which is still a shallow run. But still, I don't want to see that it will go over there one more time because it has risked all of this area, everything. The way I explained, everything is done over there. Nothing is left. This sell side liquidity is my next target. Then this sell side liquidity is my extreme target. Finally, this sell side liquidity. All of this sell side liquidity is my target. I want to see that it will keep falling. At least it will take this sell side liquidity. Even if it would love to go a little higher, it will reach any of this parallel gap first. Then it can give me some kind of reaction. Or as per Jack, I mean, right now it is trading here. Maybe it will give me some reaction. Then it will fall again. Right now it is trading this opening gap from yesterday, which is still a opening gap, as you can see here. Like, see, this is the opening gap here to here. This portion has been traded yesterday. Today it is going to trade until this area. Perfect. Here, this is the 50% of that opening gap from yesterday. So I'd love to keep it. There. This portion of this opening gap is still open. Now, guys, you can start to think that maybe ICT has talked about these things, so I am showing all of these things. ICT has uploaded these opening gaps or all everything, okay, by today's video. He has uploaded it today. I have done or shown you this in Saturday when I did the weekly analysis video. So I'm not doing it after ICT has started to talk about this. So please make sure that it is also clear to all of you. For me, this is gonna be the hardest day. Stocks. At the beginning of this stream, I told that until then it was untradeable for me. I am not able to trade. So I was waiting for PMI to to look for some opportunity. But after this PMI, when market has taken already that sell side liquidity, and below that sell side liquidity, I have this new week opening gap, that new week opening gap, then this sell side liquidity. It's really difficult for me to frame another setup. Still, I'll try if it can provide me something. This one candle is 60 handle. Perfect. Now, guys, tell me at the beginning when I was explaining this price, how does it work? That is why I told you, please believe me blindly. If you don't believe me blindly, you can't learn these things, at least not from me. It's nearly impossible. So you have to believe me blindly. Did it work the same way we expected? Look, entry market didn't provide us entry opportunity. Sometimes shit happens. So it didn't provide me, it's okay. But still, market has just opened half an hour. It's okay. Still we have a lot of opportunity, but right now the way market is trading, to be honest, it's really too much risky for me to trade. Tap to this new week opening gap top. You can see here it tapped to this new week opening gap top here. Can it go a little higher first? This sell side liquidity is my interest to see, can it trade that, I mean take this sell side liquidity now. This is my first interest to see. Then below here is the PM session low. Yeah, so until this area I want to see that market will keep falling. 21441.75. By the way, how many likes did I get? I have to wait now. Okay, I really don't have anything to do right now. I have to wait. Okay, guys, 205 people are watching, 81 likes. Really, man. Let's uh, let's wait for sometimes for some people to go. Okay, I don't want that much people, to be honest, without likes. Let some people to go first, then we'll read the price again. Whoever didn't provide the likes, they should find out someone else who are going to give them the profit, who are going to explain the price action for them. I'm not interested here. Okay, now it's 188 people. Perfect. Let some more people to go. I'm sorry to say like that way, but yeah, all I ask for likes, man, nothing else. Just open the stream, give a likes, then this information you're not going to get it from anywhere else. Never ever. At least not for free. Now, here is one more part. I would love to add this part. Remember at the beginning I explained this price action, how it is going to react. That sell side liquidity was my intention to see. It has been taken already. If I force the market right now, that is forcing market, and there is a possibilities that I will take loss. This sell side liquidity is my next target. If I would love to take a sell from here, it's gonna be chasing price. That means when it came here, maybe I wanna say sell from this order block. Okay, from that order block to here, it's already has provided me kind of 73 handle. If I would love to frame this sell from there to there, I'm gambling. I'm chasing the price. I'm not interested to chase the price. So what I need to wait. If I think that this sell side liquidity is the next area where market is reaching for, then I will wait for this candle to take some liquidity first, then fall again, and and make another setup. So I would love to wait for that. That was the area. If it could tap over there, that would be the best. You wanna chase price, please chase it. I don't have any intention to chase it. The way I explain it, it didn't provide me entry opportunity. It's okay. Tomorrow I will be back and I will try to catch another entry. If it provide me tomorrow's entry, I will go for that. If it doesn't provide me tomorrow, I will come back the day after tomorrow. Like this way, but not going to chase the price. If you ask me to push the button, then I will switch to paper trade, then I will push the button. Not my live money. I don't want to gamble with my live money. So for that new week opening gap is respecting, market is respecting that new week opening gap. Let's see if it can give us some kind of reaction from that new week opening gap or not. Okay. So if you look over here from 15-minute chart, it came to this new week opening gap low, the upper of. There is two new week opening gap. One is from there to there, another one is there to there. In between this two new week opening gap, this is the event horizon area. Not interested to talk about that event horizon, but yeah, would love to see this. I'm not going to take this type of entries. I will go for only 22 item model, breaker block, and inversion fair value gap entry. But at the same time, we'll just observe the market. If it can make a fair value gap over here, I want to see that fair value gap 50% will be open. Then it will keep going higher at least until this gap. Let's see. I'm not looking for any kind of buy. I'm only interested to look for sell for this sell side liquidity. It's really difficult to trade this area because how the market is going to break this two new week opening gap, very difficult, very difficult. Though I know that market will come here, I'm not able to frame any setup over there. Anybody is in trade, brother? Anyone is in trade? Remember, I'm not bullish. I'm bearish until 21441.75. Until this line, gray line, 21441.75. Until this line, I'm bearish. What about all this sell side liquidity targets? See, what is this sell side liquidity? This is the sell side liquidity. This is the sell side liquidity from 15-minute chart. And this is the extreme sell side liquidity from the daily chart. Extreme sell side liquidity. Which is the extreme one? Today is the last day. I'm gonna keep this new week opening gap. So from tomorrow, you will not see that new week opening gap here in my chart. But today is the last day to keep this new week opening gap. You can keep it until 60 days, but I keep it until 37 days. Oh, okay. So it will be here. Sorry, my mistake. It will be here. Which one should remove? I should remove. There is one new week opening gap I have to remove. Oh, okay. This one. This one is going to be removed from my chart tomorrow. 1st of December, that new week opening gap. So it came through this new week opening gap, tap to this lower new week opening gap, or this week new week opening gap top. This is the this week new week opening gap, 5th of January, tapped to this top. Let's see if it can go through this and fall for this sell side liquidity. What I'm going to do, I'll let this fall. I'll let this fall go. I'm not interested to take any kind of entry over here. There is a possibilities to take and sell from this gap, but it's highly risky, and I believe that the stop loss is gonna be huge. If the stop loss, if I check, yeah, it's gonna be 33 handle. I'm not interested to take entries over here. It can be respected. I'm not interested to take a perfect loss over there. There is a small gap. See, this candle open, this candle low, that candle high. There is a small gap. This gap can stop the price, send it lower for the sell side liquidity. It is also possible. I'm not interested to take this one because the new week opening gap high from this week, this is the high, this is the low from 5th of January is respecting this market. So not interested to frame any kind of sell setup over there. But it can respect, market can respect this one, and it can keep falling to take this sell side liquidity. I will miss this trade as well. Look at the reaction of this new week opening gap. Tap to the stop, going higher. Both of this new week opening gap is respecting. See how beautifully it is respecting. So actually, if your bias is bearish and if you want to take a sell around this area, it is extremely difficult to frame that sell setup. Why is that? Because it can respect a lot of time, and as it is highly volatile, your stop loss you can't put it over here, you can't put it over there because because of the volatility. So what is the best case of scenario to do in this type of situation? Don't trade. Wait for the next opportunity. Don't trade. If your bias is bullish, you are thinking that market will go for some kind of buy side liquidity, then frame the buy setup. There's nothing wrong. But selling is very difficult here. If you find a good setup, go for that, brother. Pushing button here is like going casino and push the jackpot button. I just can't push the button here. Sorry. Yes, sir. I am a funded trader. Guys, for making it much more clear, do you remember the weekly analysis video? I did the weekly analysis video. Are you seeing whatever we have outlined? It is supporting our knowledge. I mean, whatever we are expecting, it is providing us that. Are you getting that point? Is it making much more clear sense? Why market came here, then why it is falling? Does it make sense? Now, if you have watched the weekly analysis video, I have uploaded Saturday night in European time, Saturday night. Is it making some clear sense? Why it reached until this area? What was the reason for reaching over there? After reaching that area, why it is falling now? Is that making any sense? No, if you take the things for take profit trader, it's gonna be the lifetime fees. It's gonna be lifetime, brother. But this offer is valid until Sunday. For take profit trader, it's a lifetime offer. Now market is going higher. What I'm thinking, oh okay, so now it is going for that all-time high or maybe buy side liquidity. No, sir. It is going higher to take some liquidity, to trade some fair value gap. Then where is the liquidity? This is the liquidity that should be the target. Then why market is going higher now? Because it should give me some kind of reaction from that new week opening gap. Sorry, new week opening gap. It should provide me some reaction. I don't want to see this opening gap open even for one tick. I don't want to see that. The way I want to see this opening gap will be unfilled. The same way I want to see this opening gap will be filled 100%. Thank you, Ketan. Yeah, this is how you are going to make a clear view of your trading. If you don't do that weekly analysis, it's going to be difficult for you to understand why market is going higher, why market is going to fall, how it is going to trade in some specific level and going to react from that level. It's going to be very difficult for you. Remember, for today, this was my target. That sell side liquidity was my target, which has been taken already. Here, that was the sell side liquidity I removed from my chart. That was my target. Now I'm forcing market to take this sell side liquidity. Okay. Now I'm forcing market. As market didn't provide me the entry opportunity, instead of that it fall. What I should do? Either I have to wait for next opportunity or I have to leave trading for today. I have to come back again tomorrow. I'll try my level best to find at least one setup. At least one setup. So let's see if it can work or not. This highest up close body close candle would love to see it will work as a breaker block and send the market until this gap. So from this order, this breaker block top, not going to take the entry here. to there. I would love to see that market will work like this way. Stop loss should be there. Target will be here. Not going to take it because 49 handle stop loss. It's not, at least it's not possible for me. So if any of you frame that buy or something, it's up to you. My bias is bearish, so I will keep looking for selling opportunity. No buy is valid, so I will just observe it. Can it respect those levels and can come over here or not? I'm outlining it. That doesn't mean this is my entries. There is three types of thing happen in trading. First, high probable entry, low probable entry, possibilities. High probable entry is when there will be high time frame period, there will be liquidity, there will be perfect setup, that is called high probable trade opportunity. Low probability is there will be some kind of high time frames period, then maybe there is no liquidity or maybe there is no perfect setup. That is low probability. And what is possibility? Possibility means you are going against your bias, or maybe you are going to work without your high time frame period, or maybe you are going to work without anything. Just this is a possibility. For example, this one is a possibility. What should we do? The possibilities we should let go. Low probabilities, sometimes we should take entry. Higher probabilities, always we should push the button. If the stop loss support our logic, we should push the button. My bias is bearish, not bullish. Honestly, this market will come here first, at least to this 15-minute bearish gap first, then if it can fall. Maybe it happen. If it happens, then I'll get an opportunity to take a sell. If it doesn't happen, I will not be able to trade here. If it keep falling, I'll let him fall. Not going to take any kind of entry. By the way, this order, nothing. Why that breaker block didn't work? Because your liquidity is here. You know that market is going to fall. We are trying to catch and run from there to until this gap which is unfinished here. But this is just a possibility. What is probable? I mean, I've already told you what is high probability, possibilities, and low probability. Can you take any entry here? No, sir, I can't take any kind of entry over here. If you can, go for that. I told you where is the liquidity. But if you can find any entry opportunity, you go for that. I didn't find, so I didn't push the button. Bro, are you here? Guys, who are asking about the direction, about the sell side liquidity, about the bearishness, about the bullishness, guys, you are late, right? So you have to watch the first part. I have explained what is going to happen by today's price action, how I'm going to frame all of these things. I have already explained that at the beginning of this stream. So please watch that part. So this was the opening gap. If you remember, I told that I don't even want to see one tick open of that opening gap from yesterday. So it has perfectly delivered me whole opening gap from yesterday has been delivered over there. So now I'm going to remove this opening gap. What is the importance of this opening gap and that opening gap? In this opening gap, this box, okay, that color box from there to there, I wanted to see it will be unfilled. The maximum portion of this gap will be unfilled, which will work as a breakaway gap. But here I wanted to see that market is going to completely fill this gap so that it can't use as an breakaway gap and market will go higher again. I didn't want to see that. So it has perfectly delivered me. The whole gap has been finished, clearly closed. Okay, so I'm going to remove this opening gap, but you can keep it from the beginning to the end to see, look for some kind of reaction from the upper quadrant. What do I mean by that? Let me show you this. Let me first remove it and go to the regular trading hour. This is the, what to say, I mean, the opening gap from yesterday. Okay, here. Now I'm going to the electronic trading hour, and here this is the 50% upper quadrant high, lower quadrant low. I'm going to remove it, don't get confused. You can keep observing those levels to be respected from 1 minute chart, not from 15 minute chart. From 1 minute chart, you can expect some kind of reaction from those levels. I just don't need it because I have a lot of things over here, so I'm just going to remove it from my chart. All I wanted to see that is going to be filled 100%. It has been filled 100%. Now this is the sell side liquidity. If it go a little higher now and then provide any selling opportunity, maybe I'll be able to catch that sell. Otherwise, I will let this go. This is the line I want to see which will be taken. 21441.75. This line should be taken, and then this sell side liquidity will be my next target. The way the market is working, I'm not able to trade. Buro, you see that I'm not pushing so many buttons. I was asking you to tell this only. Sorry, brother, I didn't find any setup, so I was not able to trade. Even though my bias was bearish, even though I had the sell side liquidity, even though I had everything, but I didn't find any entry opportunity. Just one entry opportunity was from there, that fair value gap around just before the PMI, though it's little risky, but the stop loss was 20 handle, so I took that risk, but market never reached until that area. So I failed to take that entry. After that, so far until now, I didn't find any entry opportunity. It's really difficult for me to frame another setup right now. So I will wait. Thank you, Guru. Yeah, brother, I'm just trying to keep all of your mind now. Because people willing to see the pushing button. Real trading is too boring. Hey, Outlander, thank you so much, man. Why market working like this way, brother? This is January, lowest probable area to trade. You have to understand that it can be a losing day after day after day after day after day after every day can be the losing trade. I mean losing day, because this is the lowest probable area. In social media, you will see that a lot of people are already profitable. Already they are profitable. Okay, they took the entry maybe here and they closed the trade there, like 500 handle profit. Don't focus on the social media. The way I'm showing you, this is called trading. Until now, there is not even a single trading opportunity until now. Now, before 10, there can be an entry opportunity, to be honest, but if we have a news, we should not trade until 10. After 10, until now, there is not even a single entry opportunity yet. There is no way to look for any entry opportunity, not from any kind of time frame. Yeah, obviously you can gamble, brother. There is nothing wrong. For example, I took a sell from that order block as I was thinking that market will take this sell side liquidity. So I took a sell over here. I got stopped out. Okay, maybe I got stopped out by that run. Then what happened when market made this order block again? I took another sell over there. Then I got profit. I was lucky here, I got profit. It is called gamble. If you do that type of gamble and you maybe got a loss here, then you got the profit there. It's called gambling. If you keep doing this, at the end of the day, you will never be a profitable trader. 29 days of the month, you will be profitable, and one day you will blow your mind. I mean, your account. Thank you, Guru. Your analysis was to the point and precise, though. Thank you, brother. It's so frustrating having your bias right and not getting an entry. Don't worry, we are going to get the entries in February, brother. No worries. Okay, don't lose your hope. That sell side liquidity has taken. I want to see this line will be taken. This line, okay, 21,441. That will be taken. I'm not convinced yet that sell side delivery has done. I'm not convinced yet. I want to see it will be taken this line, then I'll be. Now, look here. I have nothing to do. I can change the price. I can do. Market has taken the liquidity here, but there is no setup. See, there is no setup. So I am not able to take the entry. Even though it has taken some liquidity, didn't provide any entry opportunity. If it could come here to this 15-minute bear gap, or maybe at least until this gap from 1 minute chart, maybe I will be able to find another entry opportunity, but it didn't do that. Okay, this is taken. Now I'm convinced. What is my next target? This sell side liquidity. Can it reach for this sell side liquidity? This is my next target. Why you are not thinking about buy down? Why I will think about buy down? I don't have the buy side liquidity. Why I should think about the buy down? Then why you are not taking the sell? Because there is no setup. Hey Nar, how are you, brother? By the way, hey Manu, how are you, brother? News virus. Okay, let me check if I have something from 15-minute chart here. This is that fair value gap. Can be little kind of reaction here. So I would love to look for some kind of buying opportunity around this area. Some kind of buying opportunity. If it can provide us a very small buy, very short buy. This is the 50-minute last gap. Okay, so from there, can it provide us kind of buy? Let's see. A very small, okay, maybe 20 handle, 15 handle, something like that. By the way, guys, my funded futures has 20% discount. Take profit trader has 40% discount. Both of them, you don't need to pay any kind of activation fees. So if anyone is interested about those platforms, make sure that you have used the code T2Wizard. Right now, in my opinion, take profit trader is the best opportunity. If any of you are interested, don't forget to use the code T2Wizard. For Bullnox, I guess $25 is gonna cost for 50K account. The code is gonna be T2Wizard2, and for 91% discount, the code is gonna be T2Wizard for Bullnox. So if any of you would love to trade Bullnox, make sure that you have used the code T2Wizard as well. Remember, I'm not bullish, okay, but I want to see some kind of reaction from this last fair value from 15-minute chart. Kind of reaction. Let's see if it can give us little reaction from there or not. I'm not bullish, but I would love to see some kind of reaction, because from here to here it's almost 100 handle. So if I can catch a reaction for 20, 50, 30, 40 handle, it's more than enough for me. But it doesn't need to give me the reaction. It can keep going this and for this sell side liquidity. So I need to wait for a bit to see if it can provide us any kind of entry opportunity. Guys, 100k tick tick trader direct funding giveaway on Friday. For joining the draw, join our free Discord. If you come to the comment box, to the pin comment, you will see that I have pinned the Discord link over there. Just click on that link, join us in our Discord. At the same time, please push the like button. Everyone, please push the like button. This is so far the trading for today. Okay, this is so far the trading for today. Market just keep falling. So by signing up, we help you a little. Discord pays for subs. What do you mean by Discord pays for subs? I mean, it's free. There is nothing you have to pay. Just join us, our Discord. I want to make a community because this YouTube, I am not interested to continue. To be honest, I don't know how long I will continue this YouTube. I want to make sure that we have a Discord free group where everyone can learn, can share their opinion, share their insights about trading with a community. That is why I'm trying to make this community bigger, much bigger, the Discord community. And it's absolutely free. It will be free. No need to think about anything over there. It will be free. I don't use 5 minute chart. I don't use 4 hour chart, guys. So please stop telling information about 4 hour chart and 5 minute chart. I don't use them. So it's not going to help me at all. Still market is little volatile. See. It is melting, that melting and melting, okay? It's just melting. So far it has taken the liquidity and traded this 15-minute last gap. I really would love to see some kind of reaction, at least until this new week opening gap low. and I'll try to catch that reaction, not until the new opening gap low, but very near, maybe to the 50% of this parallel gap, like 25 to 30 and something like that. If it keep melting and fall for this sell side liquidity, until now I don't have any opportunity to look for sell. I can't look for sell until now. My bias is bearish, not bullish. So I'm only interested to look for sell, but here I would love to try. I'll try to take up a reaction. That's all. The lowest down close body close candle is the order block. Not going to take or frame any entry opportunity from this order block, but still that is the order block that can work as an order block. So market has taken all this liquidity reacting from the 15-minute last parallel gap constant crossment, the exact last parallel gap I talked to you at the beginning. Remember this sell side liquidity below this gap, from that gap I want to see some kind of reaction. So here if it can make a parallel gap, I want to see that most of this parallel gap will be unfilled. If it can make a parallel gap over here, I want to see it will work with the upper portion of this parallel gap if it can make the parallel gap. If it doesn't, then there is obviously no question. It can simply trade, see this order block, it traded that order block, it can expand higher. I'm not able to look for that buy, because if I take that buy from this order block, look over here, that order block, my stop loss is going to be below this order block here, which is 35 handle, and target could be until this area, at least the 50% of that. This is a trading opportunity. If you have the possibility to go to the micro, 1 micro contract maybe, then you can go for this trade until this area. That should be the partial, that should be the target. If this stop loss was just 20 handle, I would go for this trade maybe from this order block, maybe, I don't know, though I told that I'm not interested to take entry from the order block or something, but that is an entry opportunity either way. What was the reason for framing this buy? Market came here to liquidity. Remember our level here, it has been taken. This is the last parallel gap from 15-minute chart. My bias is bearish, but still I'm expecting some kind of reaction from this last parallel gap. That reaction can send the price until this parallel gap. I believe it will reach at least until the low of this new opening gap, at least until this area. Then if it would love to fall again, we'll see about that. Here, this parallel gap 33 handle, make sure the 50% exactly. Okay, so here that should be there. So that is the 50% exactly. That could be your target, which has been hit over there. I didn't take this entry because the stop loss was 35 handle or something, and I told that I will go for only breaker block, inverse gap, and 22 IT model. So this is why these two reason was the reason not to take that entry. But this is how you can predict some reaction to catch. But obviously you have to take a partial here to the low of this gap. You have to take a partial over there. But if it is one contract, then maybe you can put a stop loss to the break even and let it go until the 50% of this gap. There you go. This is the area I wanted to see that it will reach. Clean highs over there. Can it go for that highs? No, my bias is not bullish. I'm still bearish. This is I'm seeing as a reaction from that last fair lookup from 15-minute chart. I took it. I have one micro lol. Yeah, Outland, I told that if you can go to your micro contract, then you can take this entry because the stop loss is 35. If I'm wrong, what is going to happen? 35 handle loss, that means near about $700 loss. No, I can't take it. So go your micro contract, and then I'm showing you the way you should read the market. Why you should expect some kind of reaction. I'm trying to explain it. You will frame your trade if it helps or support your money management, then you will use it. This is the clean highs. Let's see if it can clear those clean highs or not. So if you ask me what should I do in this morning session, I should not trade anymore. Why? Because market has already taken almost every single liquidity market had near the opening of the market. It has taken all the liquidity. Okay, then reached to the last fair value gap from 15-minute chart, reacting from that last fair value gap from 15-minute chart. What should I do now? I should not trade here because my all the opportunity has gone. Market keep falling, keep falling, keep falling without providing me any entry opportunity. I should not trade this market anymore. What I'm talking about, brother? Yes, sir. I'm talking about the things I should do. I'm not bullish. Okay, so still I'm not bullish. I'm bearish. I'm waiting for some kind of reaction. This is the macro 1050 to 1110 macro. So before the macro, market is going higher a little bit. It is acceptable because top of the hour, the first run can be the fake run, which is called the Judas swing, top of the hour. So it is top of the hour. So it is going higher a little bit to show us some kind of bull run after that big fall. Everyone is thinking that now market is reversing. They catch that bottom. I'm not thinking like that way. Tap to the new week opening gap high, tick by tick. Let's see if it can fall now or not. High, low, higher high. The lowest down close body close candle is the breaker block. Tap to this breaker block here. Can it fall now? That is my intention to see right now. Take that liquidity. Can it provide me any selling opportunity right now? If it can provide a selling opportunity right now, it can be breaker block entry, new breaker block, obviously, because this is just what type of breaker block, like high, low, higher, high type breaker block, general breaker block, not kind of entry breaker block. So if it can provide us any kind of entry opportunity now, I'll try to catch that on. Event horizon 50% has been traded. That means this new week opening gap, that new week opening gap. In between this area is event horizon. That area you will how to say, you will mark it by 4 quadrant, which can be kind of the reaction area. But we'll see. But it's keep going higher. Now market has changed the bias. It was falling, now it is going higher. No, I'm not thinking like that way. My intention to see how market is going to take that sell side liquidity. If I would love to frame a buy setup, I have to wait for a 15-minute bullish parallel gap. Then I'll look for any kind of buying opportunity. Until then, I'm not interested to look for buy. The lowest down close body close candle is the most sensitive one for the breaker block. So far, it has reached until the mean threshold of that breaker block. Can it fall now? And when it will fall, can it provide us any entry opportunity? That is also important. Just started to fall and I took the sell. No, it's not like that way. For example, if it fall like the way it fall here, if it fall here like the same way, I'm not able to frame any sell, or any pushing button is not valid over there. If it fall like that way, but if it make a setup here, then it started to fall, I'll go for that. 28 minutes left for trading. Let's see. There can be a little risk from there, from that order block. If it make that one as an order block, no, it's not worthy actually to take that risk. It's not worthy. I'm not going for that. Just let me check how much it would be. Just there. Okay, this 60. It's bad actually. Go for that. No, I'm not going for that. No, I'm not. I'm not pushing button. I'll let this go today. Okay. I really don't want to take that risk because I told that I will take NT only depending on that breaker block, inverse gap, and 22 IT model. So I'm not going for this trade, but it was a nice opportunity. I'm not pushing the button. Yeah, I'm not going for that trade because it's not I mean not a good setup. So even if it fall, I'm not taking it. It can be a losing trade, so I really don't want to take it. I'll wait for a perfect setup. If it provide me a perfect setup, I'll go for it. Otherwise, I'm not interested to take it. What do I mean by perfect setup? That means so far this low is a swing low, which is valid for shifting market structure. Yeah, it is valid for shifting market structure. If it shifts this low with the fair value gap, I'll try to catch the sell from that fair value gap. So this entry I'm not going to take. If it provide me 22 IT model here, I'll go for that trade. Now I got the market structure shift. If I get find a fair value gap over here, I'll try to take my sell from this fair value gap. Okay. Obviously, if the stop loss support my idea. So here, yeah. Let's see. It's highly volatile, brother. I'm really not able to trade this volatile market because of my stop loss. But if it, I'm just showing you, okay. If it can provide me any fair value gap and then if it support my stop loss, I'm going to take it. I have to have a fair value gap. No fair value gap, no trade. No fair value gap, no trade. It has provided me the market structure shift, but there was no fair value gap, so I'm not going to take this trade. Keep falling, I'll let him fall. Keep going higher, I'll let him go higher, but not going to take this entry. By the way, guys, until I don't feel confident, I'm not going to push the button. So it doesn't mean that you are going to copy my trade. Please don't copy my trade. If you feel confident, go for the trade. If you feel like, okay, this is your opportunity to look for buy now. As I'm looking for sell, maybe it is a good opportunity to look for a buy now for you. Go for that buy. Just don't copy my trade. I didn't find any fair value gap over here, so I didn't push the button. Even if this market keep falling, take all of the sell side liquidity. I'll miss all of them because it was not a setup here. So it is not a setup. I'm not in the market. Even if it fall, I'm not going to touch it. I told you how to look for the bias and how to hold the trade or how to frame the setup. Now, if there is no setup, I can't force the market to take me. My question to Sharda is, why did you take that entry, that order block entry? Did you understand why did you take that entry? If you understand why did you take that entry, you are doing good. But if you think just, I took that entry and it is a profit, you are not doing it right. So you have to understand why you took that entry. No fair value gap, no sell. Market is going higher. I survived here. I didn't force the market to give me the entry opportunity. I'll get stopped out. No worry, no way. Why? Because there was no fair value gap. Market didn't tell me to take the sell. I didn't take the sell. I haven't traded my price at PA from 20 days. That's cool, man. But make sure that you are trading because otherwise they will cancel your PA account. You have to trade maybe one day at least in a week. Some platform has the rules. You have to trade at least one day in a week. Otherwise, they are going to cancel your PA account. BOS, COC, MSS, all of them are same. The meaning of them are market structure shift. I mean, they have some little difference about COC, BOS, and MSS. Little difference. One is break of structure, another one is market structure shift. But in a short way, they're the same. Yeah, I use that. That's cool, man. Yeah, make sure that you have traded a bit. Otherwise, they're going to cancel it. Just survive this January month, and from February second week, I believe that it's gonna be the beautiful price action ever. Barcode, 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 barcode. Ravi, market is going. For example, today market fall perfectly, but look, the way it has fallen, we are not able to enter into this market until now. See, it is falling, but we are not able to enter into this market. This is not a good price action. The good price action is when market will fall with you. It will provide you an entry opportunity, then it will go with you. That is called good price action. It is taking all the liquidity but without us. That is the problem. Here is another market structure shift here. This is another market structure shift. Fair value gap. Let me check how much is gonna be the stop loss. Well, I'll take this risk. Stop loss is just one tick above the candle which has made this fair value gap. I know it's 23 handle, but as the volatility is huge, I can't put it much more lower. I have to take that risk. Target is this fair value gap over here, which is the last fair value gap from that 1 minute chart to the top of this area is my target. Why it's not there? By limit. Yeah, that is the target. It should be there. So let's see if it can provide us this profit or not. This market went higher, tapped to this new week opening gap low perfectly, respected that low. I'm happy to see that. At the same time, this new week opening gap low is also respecting, sorry, new week opening gap high, new week opening gap low is also respecting. I want to see that it will go through this new week opening gap little bit and it will reach at least until this last parallel gap. This is the only setup I got for from today and I took this one. Let's see if it works or not. I'll put my stop loss here now. As market has already delivered little bit, so I'll put it over there here. By the way, it can be losing trade, it can be a winning trade. Please don't copy my trade. I found only one opportunity, I took that on. That's all, brother. I don't want to see that body will go above the 50% of that week. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that body will go and close above the 50% of that line. It is respecting its goal, but don't want to see anybody close above that line. If it's a losing trade, I'm done for this morning session. Not going to trade anymore in this morning session. If the body can close below this low, I'll put my stop loss above that line or above that candle, which is gonna be working as an bearish order block. if the body can close below this line. It has to close. Okay, it can't just go below and then go higher. No, it has to close below that line. So far it has closed this fair value gap 100%. The fair value gap has been closed, so it doesn't need to go higher again. My entry is just one contract entry. I know there is some trailing drawdown, so it can be little more loss. Then you see like here is 16 handle, but it can be little more losses because of the drawdown, trailing drawdown. It's okay. And one loss in a day, it's okay. So for the 50% of that bear gap is holding the price. It's okay. I'm happy to see that. But oh, let's see. Okay, I got stopped out. See that. Is that my fault or not? I wanna see that actually. Because stop loss should be there. I trailed my stop loss little bit. Is it my fault or not? I wanna see that. So my loss, and I'm done. This whole morning session, I'm not going to push another button. I thought it will work. It didn't work. It stopped me out. I'm done. Just would love to see that as I trailed my stop loss. Was that a big fault or not? I mean, does market reach until this area or not? Okay, I did the good job. Actually, I trailed my stop loss over here, so it was a good decision, I guess. Market came here around this area, gave me the market structure shift over here. That was the fair value gap immediate reaction. So I took that entry from this fair value gap. Stop loss was above that candle, which has made this fair value gap. Target was this last fair value gap over here. I got stopped out, and for the morning session, I'm going to stop trading after taking one loss. I'm not going to push any other button. I'll just let this go. I'm not taking this one, but I'm going to frame this one. Another order block entry. By the way, I can actually go for one more time. I have two opportunities, right? Yes, I have two opportunities. So let's see if it can take me. I'll go for one more time. Stop loss is going to be above that buy stop, above that candle, which is the order block. As I have two opportunities in a day, so I will love to lose my opportunities over here from this order block. Let's hope for the best. This is not the order block anymore. This is the highest up close body close candle, which is the order block. This time stop loss is 16 handle, same kind of, not like huge stop loss. As I'm able to go for two losses in a day, I'll go for this. I wish that it will take me. Okay. Now I'm in the market. Stop loss is over here. Target will be the same area around this. I'll put my target later if it started to fall. If it doesn't start, stop me out. Two loss in a day, I'm done. Yeah, two loss in a day, I'm done. This fair cap entry tried, didn't work. Then it has validated this order block. Tried to take another entry from this order block, didn't work. Just done. Highly volatile, can't trade anymore here. Not a good morning session. Okay, we'll come back tomorrow and go for that. My maximum trade is two trades, so I broke two trade. I'm done. You cannot go expansion, consolidation, reverse. Expansion, consolidation, reverse. I was thinking that it will fall, brother. It was my interest to see, and as there wasn't setup, I went for that. I had two chance, two losses, 16 handle, 16 handle, 32 handle. Not a huge loss, like 30 handle, 40 handle loss by one trade. It didn't work. Just done. Expansion. Yeah, I thought that this is the area where market has taken that high, failed to take this high, respected that breaker block, mean threshold, also the new week opening gap low, all of this area was there. I'm feeling like this will fall. It was my interest to see, as everything is done already. It is reversing from this last fair value gap. So at least until this gap, I wanted to catch that move. From this gap, it could go higher again. So that was my intention to see, but it is respecting the low of this new opening gap. My calculation was wrong. Still, I believe that this market will go lower, but I just lost all of my opportunities to trade this market. My opportunities is gone. Still, I'm very shocked. I'm not bullish. Still, I'm bearish, and I believe that this market will fall from here. Not, it's not going higher, much more higher. Okay, Hexen, then I was maybe little earlier, so I got stopped out. Actually, the problem is I'm not able to trade after 11:30. So before 11:30, when market has made this setup for me, that fair value gap, it was validated for me at least until this gap. So from this gap to that gap, it was valid to me. I was not expecting the expansion maybe to this low or maybe here. No, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting from this gap, market will reach at least until the last gap here, last or entry gap, whatever you say. And then this type of manipulation, market will go for those buy side liquidity from this fair value gap. But instead of this fair value gap, market worked with the new week opening gap low. So after 11:30, I don't trade anymore. So it is what it is. I knew that I am forcing the market because market has taken almost every liquidity it has taken all of them. I was forcing the market. Still the stop loss was small, so I took those risks. I just take the risk, okay, and it didn't work. That's all, brother. Very soon I'm going to switch to my funded futures from the Apex. This drawdown is really killing me. I can't take two contract entry, then take one partial, put the stop loss break even. I can't do that. Even I can't do a lot of things right now. So I think that maybe I'll switch to my funded futures. But this 2025, I will try to trade to the prop firm whole year. Yeah, my funded futures is better. My funded futures or the take profit trader, any of them, I'll go for that. Apex is better until 5,100. It's tough because there is trailing drawdown. But if I can reach until 5,100, then it's gonna be better. Very easy because there is no trailing drawdown then anymore. Brother, I don't use 4 hour chart. I can see what is happening over here from 1 minute chart. Just from 1 minute chart. Traded that new week opening gap high, also traded that breakup block high. Maybe this, as per like Hickson told, maybe this is the entry opportunity now. Just I was little earlier by that fair value cap. I was little earlier. So this is gonna be a better entry opportunity. As I'm not able to push the button again, so I'm not going to push the button. But I think this is gonna be the best opportunity now because I'm still bearish and I believe that market will fall. Here I really expected that market will reach at least until this gap, then it will do this manipulation. It didn't do that, and yeah, it is what it is. And look over here how it is falling without giving the entry opportunity so far. Okay, it's not providing the entry opportunity. Whatever it is, I mean, loss is loss. There is no way to, loss is inevitable in trading. So guys, thank you so much. As it is 11:30, after 11:30 I'm just not interested to trade anymore. I don't know about the PM session, uh, but until tomorrow, cheers guys. See you, bye bye.